Hey Zombie Slayers, Jonathan here at Tonight Knowledge. Today we're looking at the game 10 Miles to Safety, a top-down zombie survival multiplayer game of up to 4 players by Trickjump Games. It came out back in October, and at only $15 Canadian, I thought I'd give it a try because it reminded me of Fortnite with the base defense building. And it would be a change of pace with a bright graphics style. During the day, we'll be looting and trying to get to safety, while at night, we'll be constructing barricades and traps to protect ourselves against dangerous creatures hunting us. Let's see how many miles we can make it in 10 miles to safety. So we'll start a new game, and you'll notice that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different characters that we can play. We got melee guys, we got people that can craft, got people that can loot, people that are sharpshooters, and they all start off with their own abilities and their own gear. And notice that we can also do male and female characters. We can select the tutorial and the difficulty. We can change the difficulty once we've, I believe, finished the actual first normal difficulty. So we'll have to give our survivor a name, and we've picked a sharpshooter, which will give us a better chance to do headshots. A headshot will mean it's an automatic kill. Notice that now we can choose whether we want this in offline, friends only, or public game. Very important when doing a public game that you make sure you have friendly fire off. I had friendly fire on, and there was this one game where this person came in, saw me, shot me, and then just left the game just to troll me. When you are adventuring out in the game, you'll encounter these kind of like public events or just events. And in this one, we have to protect the civilians from getting attacked from these zombies. They are protected by a few barricades, and there are police officers that will help thin out the zombies. And there are grenades and Molotovs that we can craft if you have the necessary recipe. And there is friendly fire among the actual police officers and civilians. So if I swing incorrectly or shoot willy-nilly, I'll actually end up killing the civilians I'm tasked to defend. So zombies are getting through and they're killing them. And as you saw there, I just hit one of the civilians with the bat, and we're getting overrun. And we're gonna lose this event in a moment. If we do succeed, then we would have been able to open a chest with some pretty good loot in it. But unfortunately, this was one of the very first events that I came across before I even looted any houses, so there was not a good chance of me surviving in this one. So as you can see, you can jump over fences, the short ones that is. And there are 3 different weapons, your primary, your secondary, and your melee weapon. You can loot containers such as cars, shelves, boxes, and the main thing is during the day we want to break down barricades like that and personally I try to find containers that are orange. Orange are usually gun cases, and that'll give us new loot. When you try to loot the orange cases though, there's usually a chance that you're going to make noise, and when you make noise it will alert zombies, and zombies will spawn even if you're on the second floor. So we changed out our pistol for an SMG, and if you notice the SMG does have 3 slots for weapon upgrades, which you may find throughout your looting. On the left hand side we have our inventory where you can organize your crafting materials and your ammo. So here's another weapons cache. It's a pistol Beretta and a better, I believe, bat I saw there. Now we're just going to loot various containers in the house. Green usually denotes it'll be a medical type of container. Blue will be a general container. And what I really like about this game is that the game tends to know what weapons you have equipped. Don't you just hate games where when you're playing and you're using a specific weapon and the game's not giving you the ammo that you need, and you just eventually run out of ammo. That's not the case with 10 miles to safety. The game knows what guns you're using and what ammo you're low on, and it will start dropping the appropriate ammo that you need. But it'll still give you other ammo just in case you decide to switch ammo on the run. So as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, there is kind of like a radar there. It tells you we're 9.7 miles from safety, because the object of the game is to get to safety, which is 10 miles away. It's up to you how fast you want to get there. We can just run all the way technically west, and we'll get there faster. But the problem is we need to loot, because as we go further west, the enemies become stronger. So there we go. We've got some body armor. We got a helmet there. Nothing else here. There are some barricades. There are some zombies. I personally like the melee specialist, because then I can use my melee weapon more and not use up as much ammo. I can use it at nighttime, which is coming up. At the top of the window, or at the top of the screen, you'll notice there's this bar, and as you can see, we're in the orange area now, meaning night is coming. So we have the orange bar amount of time to start finding a place that we can start to secure, to make defenses. So we'll kill this zombie that's in here, and we can start looting, finding more resources, and we're gonna create a barricade on that door, and some barricades right there. We also want to barricade or protect the windows as well, because enemies will be able to go through windows as well. They're smart enough to do that. We have a zombie in the bottom left attacking the barricade. Unfortunately, we can't shoot through that, and if we use our bat, we will actually destroy our own barricades that we just built up. But we can shoot through the ground barricades that is now available to us. So we'll just shoot that guy, and we can rebuild the door barricade. It's just a matter of you click and hold. So now it's nighttime, and there are still some survivors running around. And basically we have to survive the blue bar at the very top. Unlike games like State of Decay, 10 Miles to Safety doesn't really reward you, or can't reward you for good aim. That's the thing I like about State of Decay, in that the game will reward you if you're accurate. So you can get your headshots, and you'll do more damage, you'll kill zombies faster, you'll be better in terms of ammo consumption in the game. So let's rebuild the door. In 10 Miles to Safety, it's just about kind of RNG, in that you're hoping that your bullets gets a headshot, so you use less bullets. But the good thing about this game is that there's almost always enough ammo, unless you're just, spray and pray and you're not really paying attention. You should always have enough ammo in this game. But we did pick the sharpshooter, who has a higher chance of getting headshots, meaning that it'll instantly kill the zombies, or I guess these hunters. So as you can see, there's a hunter. He's going to look for a way in. And right now, this is only like a day one defense, so it's very easy. But as the difficulty goes up, there'll be more hunters. There'll be unique type of, I guess, zombies or corrupteds that will come at night. And you gotta watch out, because they actually do quite a bit of damage. So night is almost done if you look at the top of the bar. And it's dropping some ammo for us. And if you notice, on the left hand side over there, we actually can't like exit the house and like get past that black area. That's not actually our views. It actually becomes an actual invisible wall that you can't get through. But now that's morning, it opens up, and now we can go through. So now we got to spend our time looting, preferably finding some better weapons, because we still have that same sniper rifle in slot 2, and which is actually I don't particularly like. It does have good range and good damage, but it's it only you have to reload after every shot. So it looks like we're in a trailer park right now. Just looting. Nothing really good here. Once again, it's always best just to look out for orange containers, and I don't believe there's going to be any orange containers in these trailers. But this is the first time I haven't played this game too much, but this was the first time that I ever came across a trailer park. So I just wanted to see whether there was anything special in it, and unfortunately there wasn't. Just normal blue generic containers. Typically in this first biome of kind of like suburbs, the places that have garages will have the orange containers. So that's why I'm going to go around and look for one. Unfortunately, in this case, there was no orange container in there. But sometimes, like, the second floor has a good chance of having at least one orange container. This is the only view in 10 Miles to Safety. There is a way to kind of like shift the angle slightly, but it's only a temporary shift just to see more like whether you've actually built a barricade. Otherwise, this is the main type of view that you're going to experience. But you will be able to, oh wait, see, there you go. We're going to break open this orange container, and we have a better shotgun and some good armor. So I believe I'm going to switch out my SMG for that, and now there's some shotgun ammo, and I'm going to get rid of the ammo that I don't need anymore, because there is actually an inventory limits. So I believe I'm half full. So, and you don't want to do inventory management while you're fighting. So I made some noise and some zombies spawn. So it's always important to get those zombies first. At the bottom of your screen, you'll notice there is two bars. The green bar is obviously your health. You can heal by pressing and holding F, and that will use one of your bandages. And on the right hand side, it has your Molotovs, how many Molotovs you have. Later on in the game, you'll be able to craft stronger explosives or grenades. Let's see, we got a better baseball bat. There's another SMG, which we don't need. And I believe the blue bar at the bottom is actually your inventory. So it's a way for you to track your inventory. And if we look back at the top bar, at the top of the screen, we are running out of daylight, so we need to hurry up. So I have that pistol. I have a pistol attachment, but I don't have any pistol. And let's see. Running out of time, and we're kind of in this kind of like no man's zone where there's like no housing, just like parks or driveway. And I don't think we can go into this house, but let's see. Nope. Nope. Nope, this is bad. We're running out of time. You can damage cars and make them explode. The explosion radius is pretty small, but it's a little bit more for realism. So we haven't been able to find any houses, so this is not a good situation here. Okay, so we have to go back to the trailer park, and let's build some defenses. As you can see a little bit near the bottom of the screen, it shows us what type of defense we can make and how many resources it costs and how much resources we have. So we're using 5 wood to make just the basic barricades. when we loot specifically, I find blue containers, we will have a chance to find better type of defenses. So we might be able to make some razor wire or improved barricades. And actually, what I didn't realize is that there's actually a window right there on the right, so a hunter will get through. There is multiplayer to this game, as I said before, and I feel like this game is kind of basic, but with friends it should be much more fun. It'll be a little bit harder to organize ammo and what people use, because the containers are not instant. So that means that you're going to have to talk with your teammates and say, hey, I'm using this type of weapon, I need this type of ammo, and hopefully they're using a different type of weapon so that you're not using the same ammo. So we're halfway through the night. Took a bit of damage, but that's okay. Once again, this is only the second night, and the difficulty is very low right now, but once we get farther west, then there'll be more hunters and a special type of hunters that'll come at night, and they're going to break through those barricades much quicker. Okay, so just a minute or two more of combat. As you can see, the shotgun doesn't have as much range as the sniper. And right now, at least in this biome, the very first biome of I think this is called the lower suburbs, there's only a certain number of weapons. You're going to find the pistols, you're going to find SMGs, shotgun. You're not even going to find the sniper. So only as the sharpshooter, you start off with the sniper, but it's a very basic sniper. Once you move biomes, so the next area that we're going to come across, if we can go west fast enough, we're going to find the woods. And the woods doesn't really have any special weapons, but you'll get to the next biome, which is the upper suburbs, and you'll find better weapons like the sniper rifle, or you might find the flamethrower I've seen. But let's see if we can get through the woods. There is no map to the game, so you can't really see which way to go. It's just kind of blindly heading in a western direction. I would hope in the future that they might make it so that you're not always going west, that you have to go different ways or different checkpoints, and they're in different directions. So we haven't come across too many public events in this game, but if I went searching, I'd probably find some sort of event in this forest, and I just shot a police officer. So we got random survivors. There is no points. There is no experience bars or experience to gain in this game. So you can kill as many zombies as you want, or you don't have to. You can just run and survive. So here we are. We're in a new biome, the upper suburbs, and you'll notice different types of buildings, different types of places that we can loot. See, and then we can just run through. And maybe in this garage there might be a orange container of new weapons. There isn't, no. But maybe inside the house there might be. So maybe second floor, like I said. Second floor, there you go. Let's see if we make noise. No, okay. Sometimes when you make noise, a zombie will spawn. As you can see, there's a basic AK. So we're going to switch out our sniper rifle, which I don't particularly like with that. But we are going to need a new type of ammo for that gun, which is, looks like medium. Okay, so we'll get rid of the ammo that we don't need. Also going to get rid of that pistol attachment. I'm not a big fan of using pistols. So see, you would not be able to get the AK in the first biome. It's just not a specific type of weapon you'll encounter. And the game now knows that I have an AK equipped, or an AK, and it will try to get me some medium ammo for it. There is a little bit of a delay between switching your weapons, which makes sense. And here we go, here's an event. One cool thing about events is that when you start an event, it will pause time. So which is good for when you're playing multiplayer. If people are doing events and other people are not helping, then it doesn't cause it won't turn to night after this is done. So the game does give you some time typically to make defenses. So I have a ton of wood, so I'm gonna just waste it all. You'll notice that there are some boxes and stuff around, which I could use my baton to get some resources, but once again, you always want to be careful when you swing your bat, because if you swing it errantly, then you might hit your defenses and destroy your own defenses. Just like that. I knew that was going to happen. So it's giving us maybe a little bit more time than I really need to prepare defenses, and I wish there was a way that I can say, okay, I'm just ready, let's just start the fight. Okay, so I'm gonna run out of wood in a moment, and once again, no experience, so whether I build 1 defense, 0 defense, like totally defensed up like I am right now, I'm not gaining any extra experience. So now we just have to defend the spot. If I want to, I could get out of this barricaded area. I just can't leave the hash marks, otherwise the event will turn off, and there's no way to go back. You can't restart it. If we defend this supply drop, obviously, we'll be able to loot, hopefully get something good from it. Sometimes you get something good, sometimes you get something not so good. But since it's going to be night eventually, we'll want to see or get as many opportunities to upgrade our gear. One thing I like about this game is that, unlike State of Decay, when you shoot and make noise, well, when you shoot, you're not causing zombies to spawn. And when zombies do spawn, they spawn from the ground, which I guess could make sense. There could be dead people underground underneath concrete, but it's much better than them just poofing up close by. I don't like that idea. I'm hoping in a future State of Decay there is either like a massive group somewhere on the map that you obviously could never destroy, no matter how much ammo you had. Like they kind of like infinitely grow from this big mass. Oh, look at all the stuff we got. Ooh, this is amazing. So now we got a Beretta, which is pretty good. And now I regret throwing away that pistol mod. We got a new recipe to make nail bombs. And let's see. Do we want an SMG? That's the question. And this entire time, there's no way to pause the game. Either in multiplayer or single player. So you got to kind of do it on the fly. Even like right here, when I'm looking in my inventory, things are happening. So zombies could sneak up on me and hit me. The game will tell you in the upper right whether you have weapons that are weapon or gear that is weaker than the area that you're in. Right now we're okay now, and there's no symbols in the top right of the screen, but if for whatever reason you start getting outdated gear, then it'll tell you in the top right, alerting you. And it does make a big difference. One of the things about multiplayer is that you can't just join any game. You have to have a character of a specific, that has reached a specific distance in the game to be able to join someone else's game. So like this guy here, he's gotten to the upper suburbs. He can't go to, he can't join a different person's game, even if it's his friends. He can't join someone's game if his character himself hasn't reached there. So that kind of sucks, kind of good. I have joined games where I'm heavily under-leveled or under-geared, and it was very hard. Like, I was spending way too much ammo to kill one zombie. So as you can see, one of the new recipes we got was razor wire. Razor wire will allow zombies to come through it, but it will obviously slow them down and it'll do damage to them. And so as you see, they came through pretty fast. The normal zombies will take more damage, but these faster hunters, they're not really phased by it. So they were breaking down a window barricade to get to me. So that is 10 miles to safety. I think I'm going to end the video here. This gives you a pretty good idea of what the game is like. This is basically it. You're always, at least right now, heading west to safety, 10 miles. The farther you go west, the more difficult it becomes. At nighttime, you're going to be building up defenses and defending. When you play with other people, it will become, the difficulty will increase. But let me know what you think about this game, whether you got it yourself. Check out the rest of my channel for other videos on video games, board games, and other fun things. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.